Yo, what's up guys, Nandra here, welcome to another video. Now for this video, we're going to be talking about dealing with Shadow. Now, I can clearly see that with the state Shadow has been since Tempest of the Gods, so I'm probably going to have to do one of these videos each and every season, just because people have difficulties adjusting to Shadow, just because things that Shadow do, people aren't fully equipped to deal with it. Well, people aren't mentally fully equipped to deal with it, just because they don't exactly understand why they're losing. So I wrote down a bunch of tips that just things that came to me off the top of my head for things you can do when you're versus Shadow. And I guess this will probably have to be we'll probably have to be a link sort of video thing, because there's gonna be a lot of things that we'll be talking about, and I don't want to make this too long, just because I know that I'm a long-winded person. So if you let me talk about a subject that has an even remotely long answer, we're gonna be here for 9 years. I don't want that. You don't want that either. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make separate videos, and just go ahead and make a playlist for these. So if you want to see those, great. I'll probably start working on it today-ish, but I might fall asleep and I might forget to do it. But I will have all of them up before the end of the week. Alright, so going to the first part, step 1: roll again fairly aggressively when you play versus Shadow. The reason why you do this is because going into step 2, Shadow has a very, very slow start. It's not uncommon for you to see Shadow play on a bunch of 1-2s for the first 4 turns. And just try to dig for cards with stuff say Lurching Corpse, Skull Beast, Bone Chimera. Well, well, yes and no Bone Chimera, but that, and then also Demon Eater. Those are very, very abusable minions because they don't have that many stats attached to them. So if you're an aggressive deck, you need to go on the aggressive early. If you're a defensive deck, you need to be drawing while they're drawing. Step 3. I should go ahead and let you know right now that none of this is in order. It was all literally as it came to mind. I just wrote it down. I didn't sort it out. Didn't do anything like that. So yeah. But anyway, step 3. Know when you've lost. Right. So a big thing that I see people do is that they've lost the game 8 or 9 turns ago, but they'll keep trying to play it out. Don't keep trying to play it out. If you know that you're fighting a 90-1 uphill battle, you don't need to fight it out when you've already lost. And it should be pretty easy to understand when you've lost. For example, is a Shadow player at 15 plus HP at turn 10? If so, yeah, you're not winning that game. Well, you're not winning that game unless Shadow player is somehow out of hand, is somehow out of cards and without Ektars. But that's super unlikely. Step 4: tech for the matchup. Now this will be one of the other parts of the video. It'll be its own separate thing. Techs that you can do in each and every class to work. Well, I say each and every class, but I should probably know that I'll be leaving out Forest right off the bat. I don't want to touch that class. I'm sorry. I'm just not touching that. But anyway, techs that you can do in order to have the edge versus Shadow for pretty much each and every class, including Shadow. Step 5. And this one is really important because I see people do this all the time, and then they get blown back by it, and they're well, damn, I lost because he's playing this greedy card. Okay. It's important to know that people really, 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 really like Erd. Yes, is Erd win more? Yes. Is Erd so ridiculous when it comes down? Yes. So as a result, going into Shadow's turn 4, if they have anything even remotely Erdable, do not leave that target alive. What I mean is, things say, Lurching Corpse, Bone Chimera, a Tentative Knight, If you see any of those 3 cards, you kill it on the spot. Now, obviously, that matters for some types of decks more so than others. Like, for example, if you're like a face deck, you're still going face. But if you're like a control deck or like even like slightly mid-range deck, you gotta clear it. The reason why you have to clear it is because obviously, like, the Chimera as it is now, the Chimera or the Attendant of Night, whatever, as it is now, it's tolerable, quote unquote, if it stays in its base form, because it'll only be a 3/3 or a 5/5 respectively across both to all 3 of their bodies. However, it gets really fucking complicated when your opponent urds it, because then you have to deal with multiple bodies all at once. And if you didn't know, let me go ahead and tell you now, tokens are the strongest mechanic in a game where 90% of games are decided by who had the board for longer. So if you can deny them that value and make the Urd, which is normally a 4-drop, have to be relegated to be like a 7+ drop, then you're gonna be in a really good spot. It doesn't matter if, yes, there's gonna be a 4/4 like that's just like, in the way or whatever. That's just gonna like mess you up. It doesn't matter, because if they Urd it, you're gonna have to deal with so much more anyway. And versus Shadow, if you get to that point and you're not an aggressive deck, you have to understand, and this will be talking about step 9, that they just kind of realize, okay, well, this is gonna be a long game. Step 6. Try to hold your clears for as long as possible for bigger Tempest swings. Some things I'll see people do is that they'll freak out anytime they see Shadow make a board and it's not, turn 6 going to turn 6 going to turn 7. They'll try to clear it when possible. You do not have to use some of your clears that early. It's okay to take a little bit of damage. The reason why is because right now Shadow only runs 1 Phantom Howl and the 3 Ektars, as well as occasionally sometimes 2 things as their primary sources of reach. As a result, thankfully, if you're okay taking a little bit of damage, then you can make them commit a little bit more stuff, and you can reduce the overall amount of pressure on your AoEs, because like if you're suddenly like taxed to use AoEs on like every little thing, and eventually you're going to run out AoEs before the shadow player starts playing some of their real cards. Now conversely, something else they can also do is they can also, I guess so this will go into part of the tech thing, but you can also go bigger and you can run even more AoEs. This is something you can do. It does work to some extent. However, you need to have card draw to support it. But that's fine. I can talk about that as well when I get into it. Step 7. Try to coerce your opponent into defensive Ektars. Now, for the most part, for me, the only time when I lose only to Ektars that lets some part of the Ektar effect get to hit me in the face. Usually, you're in a really good spot when your opponent has to make multiple defensive Ektars. The reason why is because, as I said before, they only run 1 Phantom Howl right now, and only say 1 to 2 Thanes, which Thane damage, while yes, it's annoying, it's actually tolerable if you have an AoE in hand. But yeah, like if they have to use all that potential face damage to make a trade, that you're winning that game. Well, you're winning at that point in that game, and that's something that you should abuse. Step 8. Stay calm. No. I cannot stress this enough. There are people who, when they see a deck they don't like, they just get like you just get irrationally angry because like obviously it's something that they don't like, that they're like averse to, and as a result, when you do that, you tend to self tilt before anything even happens, and so just by your opponent playing that deck, he's already mentally defeated you, and if he's mentally defeated you, he can physically, in reality, defeat you as well, because you're going to be making subpar mistakes that you wouldn't ordinarily be making if you were just, if you just like stayed calm. So staying calm is very, very important. If you know you can't stay calm, just press X top left when you see the shadow player come up. That's it. Step 9. Understand that, like it was that like at a certain point in the game, if you haven't actually like hit their face that much, if your deck's not that aggressive, then you're going to be in for a long game, and then you need to play accordingly. What I mean by this is that generally as Shadow, you do not run out of resources that fast or that often if you're playing even remotely well, and if you're seeing your draw cards. Now, as a result, for other decks, what that means is that, like, you need to have some, form of going bigger than Shadow, which is actually very, very possible that you can do. But you need to either have that or understand that if you don't have that you need to they need to start thinking long term with your plays and not just short term. It's very important versus Shadow. They think 3 to 4 steps ahead. Now, obviously, you should be thinking 1 to 2 turns ahead in any game you play. But versus Shadow, especially, it's really important they think like 3 to 4 turns ahead as much as possible, because that's gonna be how you win these games. Because thankfully, the majority of Shadow players are actually really bad. Like they're only just winning just because people are like ignorant to the deck and just like don't understand exactly like what they need to do when they play into the deck. Step 10. Review games that you lost or won versus Shadow, and then figure out why you're winning / losing. This is important because in any game, this is important for a few reasons. One, because I'm pretty sure I did not touch on every single thing they can do versus Shadow, because like I said, I literally just like thought all this up on the spot. Then I don't have a supporting game to go with this. Just because this is actually something that we were talking about in Discord. But yeah. But it's important to review the games just because like there are small things that you might do as a player here and there that might actually be fucking you over when you're playing versus Shadow. Like, for example, are you going face when possible? Are you denying them from the Erd targets? Are you trying to play around turn 7 zombie party? Are you correctly layering your threats so that way you can play around like Lurching Corpse? You can play around Lurching Corpse and Necker Assassin as much as possible, etc. It's important they have to go fast, but you need to make sure they have gas left in the tank as you do this. Like, if you go for an all or nothing, Shadow is going to beat you. They're just going to eat you up and spit you out. But if you go for a sort of like value strategy, which is sometimes possible, or if you go for hyper aggro, you can win that matchup. It just comes down to like watching those games and just talking the matchup over with people, like, because insight and knowledge is always important to getting those wins. And then step 11, if you can master and utilize all these steps correctly, bask in free elo and free master points, or just ladder points or whatever when you win these games. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Go ahead and leave a like if you did. Let me know about what you think possible ways to play against mid-range Shadow is in this meta or any meta at all. Go because I'm pretty sure I'm probably gonna have to be here like next month talking about this video again. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Go ahead and leave a like if you did, and I'll catch you guys next time. Again, don't forget that I will be making a playlist for this. I will probably start doing that today, maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. See ya.